All right, everybody, welcome back live at Drew's house, another edition. Hope everybody is doing well. We're doing this show from the house today. This is actually kind of a unique show because March Madness is underway. Here we go. I usually do like one March Madness show a year. I like it. I'm a college basketball guy, and who doesn't like the brackets? Even my wife gets involved, Sarah, who, doesn't really care about sports at all. But anyway, so here we are. Going to do the show from here today because I might have an interesting guest. I might actually be able to take you to one of these venues. I say might because we're kind of doing this on the fly, and I just don't know if it's going to work. But a guy I know, John Fanta, does Big East basketball. He is in Buffalo where the Providence Friars play today and a bunch of other teams. I think he's there for 4 games by the time today is all said and done. Very busy day. But John Fanta is a great play-by-play man, and he is in Buffalo, and he was going to try to jump in and join the show. So kind of excited about that. A little bit unique, a little bit different for us, but that's kind of what I look for, right? A little bit unique and a little bit different. One request I had last year, 2 people asked me this, and you know what? I'm going to do it. This is how I'll kind of wait for John to see if he pumps on in the studio here. I'm going to go through a few of my bracket picks, all right? And this will all air after the 12 p.m., so don't worry. Nobody's going to steal my whole bracket or anything. We're going to be okay. Because that would be bad. Somebody takes my bracket. You probably don't want my bracket. I never win these things. You know, Sarah's uncle, Mark, has a saying about these pools. He goes, some people are pool winners. I am a pool filler. And we need pool fillers. I always like that line. Uncle Mark, funny. Okay, here are my picks. I'm going to start in the West region. The powerful Gonzaga. I got Gonzaga over Georgia State. It seems pretty obvious. 8-9 game, Boise State, Memphis. Going with Memphis. I like Memphis to win a basketball game here. I hate going against the Big East. I always take the Big East teams usually in the first round. That is my conference. But I am taking New Mexico State over UConn. I have not been impressed with UConn this year. Don't love Hurley, their coach, former URI guy. Not my guy. Vermont, Coach John Becker. He's been on this show. I like Coach John Becker up at UVM. Big fan of that. He seems to be in the tournament all the time, does he? I am taking 13 seed Vermont as a big upset over Arkansas. How do you like that? Notre Dame won their play-in game last night. I'm taking Notre Dame over Alabama. Another upset. 11 over a 6. Got to take some upsets, people. I'm telling you. Here you go. Texas Tech, 3 seed, taking over Montana State. Michigan State, 7-10 game. I like Michigan State over Davidson. Izzo in March. Coach Izzo. Don't go against Izzo in March. What else do we have here? Duke. Coach K's farewell tour. I got Duke making a little run. They're going to beat Cal State Fullerton. I got, and then we move to the East. The East bracket. Baylor. I got Baylor 1 seed over Norfolk State. This is a good game. North Carolina Marquette. Went back and forth with this one a couple different times. Again, I'm a Big East guy. I like my Big East basketball. I also like North Carolina's athleticism. Tends to play well in this tournament. I'm taking the Tar Heels over Marquette. Indiana Hoosiers had to play their way into this tournament the other night. They look good. I get them pulling the 12-5 upset over St. Mary's. Indiana, 12 seed. Then we go to UCLA, Akron, UCLA, 4 seed UCLA. I think UCLA is really good. Taking UCLA. Big upset, Virginia Tech, my sister's school. I am taking Virginia Tech over Texas. I don't think Texas is that good. Saw a lot of Texas this year. And they bore me. Boring style of play. Take that, Texas. Virginia Tech over Texas. Purdue, one of the top teams in the country. They got to play a little more defense, but I got Purdue over Yale. I have Murray State over San Francisco. This was a tough game for me. Murray State is a very hot team, though. A lot of people have them making a little run. I do like that San Francisco team. They have some flair. I used to be able to catch some good San Francisco basketball. They were just on at weird times, and I'm up at weird times. But I like Murray State over San Francisco. I got Kentucky over St. Peter's. Kentucky, one of my teams to make a run. Then we move to the South region, where I have Arizona beating Wright State. That is a good Arizona Wildcats team. Seton Hall, stick with the Big East on this one. I got Seton Hall beating TCU in the 8-9 game. Take that one. I like their coach there at Seton Hall there. Old Rick Pitino disciple, I believe. I got Houston, 5 seed over UAB. Houston's a little beat up, got some injuries, but they would be a higher seed if they weren't. They struggled down the stretch a little bit, but Houston wins this game versus UAB. I think that's the only game I have them winning. We'll get to that after. I got Illinois beating Chattanooga. I got Michigan over Colorado State. Michigan playing for their coach there, I think. Juwan Howard, who got, you remember, suspended because he got that little scuffle there with the other coach at Wisconsin. I don't really like that other coach at Wisconsin. He's always going to rub me the wrong way. It seemed like the Michigan guys really came out playing for Juwan Howard there in that tournament, the Big Ten tournament. So I like them here to play for their coach and play hard. I kind of like Michigan in general. We'll see how it all plays out. But Michigan tends to do well in the tournament. So we will see. I got Michigan winning that game over Colorado State. Tennessee beats Longwood. I got Ohio State over Loyola Chicago. I got Villanova over Delaware. Villanova, Jay Wright, always good, always making a run. They are a 2-seed Villanova. I get them making another run here in this tournament. Then we go to the Midwest, the final region. The final region. I guess you could do whatever region in order, but this is the way I choose to do it, as my ESPN app lays out. All right, Kansas, 1 seed over Texas Southern, easy. Let's go to the Big East. Creighton over San Diego State. Creighton, the 9 team. They smoked Providence. My Providence. I like Providence basketball. They smoked Providence in the Big East. I can't go against Creighton after that. They were impressive. I got Iowa, 5 seed over Richmond. And here it is, the game that we've all been waiting for. This will look bad. See, if Providence loses this game, this will look very bad because I'm talking a lot about Providence. And this will air for like probably hours after the loss because, you know, we play it a lot for you. We hope you can catch the show. It would be bad, but I'm going to go with Providence winning this game. This is a tough one. This South Dakota State team, like I've never watched a South Dakota State basketball game, but like their 3-point shooters are like apparently really good. They score a lot. They shoot the 3-ball well. And Providence is like, it's supposed to be a close game. 4-seed Providence, first 13-seed South Dakota State. It seems like most people are picking South Dakota State. Not me, my friend. I am taking Providence. I got the Friars winning a couple games here. This is PC's best team I've seen in a long time. It has been a pleasure to watch Coach Ed Cooley make a run with these guys, and I hope they win a couple games here. Let's go to the Sweet 16. Wouldn't that be fun? The answer is yes. Okay. I got Wisconsin over LSU. That should be a good game. And I have Auburn over Miami. That was kind of a tough one for me. I like Bruce Pearl and the 2-seeded Auburn Tigers. Bruce Pearl, he's been in some trouble, but I think he's a pretty good guy. I actually met Bruce Pearl on a cruise once. He was on a cruise with us. I said hello. This was his suspended time, I believe, for bad recruiting stuff, but seemed like a nice guy. Very tanned. He's by the pool. He was always laying out by the pool. Sunscreen. I hope he was using sunscreen. Anyway, here we go. Let's keep going. All right, we'll jump back up to the top this time. All right, in the West. So now we're in the field of 32. Follow me? You good? All right. Gonzaga beats Vermont. Pains me to say it, but Gonzaga's too good. I have them winning it all, I think. We'll see. Duke beats Texas Tech. Baylor beats UCLA. Kentucky beats Purdue. Coach Calipari gonna knock off Purdue there. Purdue not good enough defensively, in my own personal opinion. Illinois, 4-seed, beats number 1 seed Arizona. Illinois, I really like that team. Knocking off a 1, my first one to go down. There you go, Illinois. Then I got Villanova, 2-seed, beating 3-seed Tennessee. I got Kansas beating Providence. Kansas, wait a minute. Did we skip? Oh, I skipped ahead, so I skipped the whole thing. How did I do that? It's tricky. Okay. Well, okay, so that's how that works. Okay, see, this is how we figure it out on the fly. Okay. So I said Providence beats Iowa. I got Kansas over Creighton, Wisconsin over LSU, Auburn over Miami. Okay, got that. I did, okay. No, it just moves faster. I did good. Okay, we're good. I did all these games. Okay, so now we pick it back up. It's from the bottom. Auburn beats Wisconsin. I have Kansas beating Providence in the Sweet 16. Back on track. Sorry about that. Kansas beats Providence in the Sweet 16. I just can't. I so want to pick Providence in that game. But let's face it, Providence could lose. By the time you watch this, it could be over. Providence could already be out of it. People seem to, I don't know, I'm listening to voices, and people seem to think Providence could lose in round 1, and it scares me a little. So Providence is going to lose in the Sweet 16 to Kansas. I just can't push them any further. If I put Providence in the Elite 8, people are going to lose their minds. I don't know. Villanova beats Tennessee. Illinois beats Arizona. I told you that, okay? Kentucky beats Purdue. Baylor beats UCLA. Gonzaga, Duke. Okay, I told you all that stuff. Let's move it along. Now, what does this put us down to? This puts us down to 8. Wow, that went quickly, huh? Fantastic. Gonzaga beats Duke in the Elite 8. Coach K, career over. See ya. Kentucky beats Baylor. 2 seed beating a 1 seed there. Coach Cal. I like Kentucky's athleticism. We're rolling with that. Illinois over Villanova. Hate that. Love Jay Wright. Love the Big East, but I really like that Illinois team. That's where we're at. Auburn beats Kansas. As much as I had Kansas beating Providence, I don't love this Kansas team. I don't think they're as good as they have been in the past. Running with Bruce Pearl and Auburn. Brings us to the Final Four. Gonzaga beats Kentucky. Good game. If that is the Final Four game, 1 Gonzaga, 2 Kentucky, those are the seeds. That's going to be a heck of a game. Gonzaga. I got Gonzaga going in the championship game. Auburn, Illinois. That ends up being a 4 seed Illinois versus 2 seed Auburn right there. I am going with Auburn. Bruce Pearl to the championship game where 1 seed Gonzaga plays 2 seed Auburn in Drew's bracket. I have Gonzaga winning this game 79-71. Again, final score, Gonzaga 79, Auburn 71. Early April, national championship game. And that's how we take you into the spring. All right, there you go. I got that. Hope you enjoyed that. I feel like I missed a couple. Just want a quick rebirth. Vermont ends up losing to Gonzaga. No, I think I did it all. That Vermont, New Mexico State's a good game. I got Vermont winning 2 games. Gonzaga beats Memphis. Oh, Texas Tech knocks out Notre Dame. I don't think I mentioned that one. Duke beats Michigan State, another tough one. Baylor over North Carolina. UCLA over Indiana. Purdue beats Virginia Tech. Sorry, Caroline, my sister. Kentucky beats Murray State, obviously. Yeah, see, I did miss this little chunk. Arizona beats Seton Hall. I got to take a Big East guy out. Illinois over Houston. Houston 2 beat up. Tennessee better than Michigan. Villanova beats Ohio State. That could be a good game. And then I did the other stuff. So that's how we got there. I think I covered every game now. Sometimes you hop along with this app. It gets a little tricky sometimes. But there you go. So those are the Drew picks. Once again, to rehash, let's go through Sweet 16. I got Gonzaga. First, Vermont. That's right. Vermont in the Sweet 16, by the way, should not be overlooked. Gonzaga beats Vermont. Duke over Texas Tech. Baylor over UCLA. Kentucky over Purdue. Arizona over Illinois. Villanova over Tennessee. Kansas over Providence. Auburn over Wisconsin. Gonzaga beats Duke in the Elite 8. Kentucky over Baylor. Did I not pick that game? My app here. See, I almost had a mistake. Arizona beats Villanova. Auburn beats Kansas. Then we go to the Final Four. Gonzaga beats Kentucky. Auburn beats Arizona. And again, Gonzaga over Auburn for the championship game. There you go. Your bracket is not saved, it says. I gotta save it. You gotta hit the old submit button. See, I did that on the fly. This is a live show today. Doing things on the fly here from the kitchen. All right. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully your bracket's not exactly like mine. Actually, maybe hopefully it looks nothing like mine. I'm going to see if John Fanta jumps on in here. Hoping that is the case from Buffalo. Stand by for that. Let's see if he's here. All right, we bring in John Fanta now, as promised, from Buffalo. Look at this. You are actually getting ready for more basketball. A whole day of basketball, literally walking the corridors. How are you, my man?
I am doing great, my friend. Thank you for having me. It's a great time of year. This is one of the best days of the entire year for a sports fan. As we talk on Thursday morning, how could you not love the return of March Madness with fans in the stands? And there's nothing like it. There's nothing like the Cinderella slipper. There's nothing like the run that a team could take us on. It is so much fun.
This is incredibly cool and incredibly sweet of you to do this. I know it's a very busy day for you here as you get ready for games in Buffalo. But what's the venue like? Can you feel the electricity?
You can. Outside the arena right now, you've got plenty of people celebrating both St. Patrick's Day and March Madness. There's a lot of green in Buffalo, and there's a certain vibe in the air that says we could see some drama in Buffalo. This is one of the locations where you don't have a 1-16 game, a 2-15 game, or a 3-14 game. You have Providence and South Dakota State in a 4-13 clash. You have Iowa and Richmond in a 5-12 game. And then coming up tonight, you've got UConn and New Mexico State, followed by Arkansas and Vermont. So the way that things play out here in this particular location, it certainly stands out because there could be some drama in Buffalo with the 4 matchups we have and with some mid-major teams that are quite dangerous.
You know, I spent my college years in Providence. I spent a lot of time at the Dunk. Why is everybody picking against Providence? Come on.
Well, they're picking against Providence because they don't buy the idea that Providence could be 25-5, but that's just false. This is a great team. This is an experienced team. And this team has one of the best big men in America in Nate Watson. He holds it down low for the Friars. And then you think about their experience. The average age of their top 7 players is 23 years old. That's older than the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I think people don't associate Providence and winning at a high level because 25-5 is certainly historic for this program. But the fact is they're 10-2 in games decided by 5 points or less. And a lot of people have penalized them. They've criticized them for being in a lot of close games. I think that's a good thing this time of year. I think the fact this team's played close games only benefits them, big picture, and it should here. South Dakota State is outside the top 200 in KenPom defense. They struggle defensively. Providence is a team with a big man in Watson on the interior, and the sum is greater than the parts for this Friars team. I think the other thing is they don't have a superstar. You don't have to have a superstar to win, though. They have a lot of really good pieces that complement each other well.
Did Friar Town come out to Buffalo? Is it packed with black out there, or what's the deal?
Yeah, black, white, silver, and green today. I mean, there's plenty of Friar Town faithful here, and they're excited. You know, they only have totaled 1 NCAA tournament win in the Ed Cooley era. So this is viewed as a massive opportunity here today for the Friars because you look at what they come in with. This is a team that they expect to go on a run. And they haven't gone on a run under Ed Cooley. So they need to put it together here this afternoon against South Dakota State. There's some pressure on them here. There's no question. You win 25 of your first 30 games. Now you got to piece together an NCAA tournament win or a couple. They need this one today. And I think the vibe is one of electricity, but also one of, hey, we got this far. We got a 4 seed. That should set us up for some wins.
What other fan bases impressed you there just hanging around town?
Iowa Hawkeyes fans always impress me. They're big time. I'll tell you what, Vermont fans, UVM will be chanted throughout Buffalo tonight at the Key Bank Center when Vermont takes on Arkansas. This Vermont team has a big man in Ryan Davis, who America's going to love. He scores the ball really well. He's 6'8", 250. That's my kind of guy. I'm a bigger guy myself. I love seeing a big guy dominate. So I think Vermont's going to be in the game. Arkansas fans are awesome too. I mean, they bring that SEC flavor to the north up here in Buffalo, so it's been good to see them out and about.
Not just because I love Coach John Becker, who's been on this show, but I'm picking Vermont in that game tonight.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Look, I think John Becker's got one of his best teams in his time at UVM. I think that Davis is a big-time player. They have an incredible level of efficiency on the offensive end of the floor. I really like the way that they move the basketball. I think they could do it. It all comes down to pace. Can they slow Arkansas down? If you have trouble slowing Arkansas down, you're in for a long night.
What's the biggest surprise people are going to see if they tune on the game tonight? Is there going to something about Buffalo, something about that venue that's going to be kind of weird or different? I don't know.
Well, I think just you could see the crowd really start to cheer on an underdog. It's interesting because Providence and UConn are here. Neither school really likes one another. I don't know if they're not going to be rooting for each other. They might be rooting for the underdogs, to be honest with you. I think the other thing is a lot of people are going in maybe thinking that UConn's going to coast. Look, they have a tough draw. New Mexico State should not be forgotten about here in Buffalo. I think people might be surprised by a kid named Teddy Allen. He's in action tonight when New Mexico State takes on UConn. He's an elite scoring guard who's a senior. He averages over 19 points per game. Remember the name, Teddy Allen.
Great time of year, man, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. You got basketball, you got Cinderellas, you got madness, you got green beer. What's better than this?
Absolutely. This is very sweet of you to take a few moments. I promised I wouldn't take too much of your time, but this is so cool. Thanks for taking us underneath the stands and into the arena. Give us one little spin. Can we see the lower levels?
Sure. Yeah. I can. Hold on. Let me give you a little look here. You've got your interview room here, and I'll take you guys through press conference room and then through the hallway.
This is too cool.
And we'll take the walk. Yeah, we'll take the walk here.
Buffalo's been
obviously
good to you guys?
What's that?
Buffalo's been good to you guys?
Oh, awesome city, great people.
There you go. Hello.
It's fantastic. Got Providence walking in right now, and you walk out through here, and here's the walk they'll make.
This is it. A lot of nervous energy going to be walking out there tonight.
That's exactly right. But a lot of electricity. It's March Madness. Arkansas is getting a shoot around in right now, and it's going to be electric in here today.
That's too cool. John Fanta, I'll let you go back to getting ready for these games, man. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes. I really appreciate it. Good to meet you. Good. We'll have you on for a longer time next time around, all right?
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate you.
Appreciate the time, man.
Thank you.
How about that? We did it. March Madness basketball show. That was as cool as it gets. He brought us right into the arena in Buffalo where the games are going to be happening today. I don't think you can really beat that. John Fanta, thank you, man. That was incredibly sweet of you. He's literally working now. There's games coming up within the hour. I mean, this is just so nice of him. Games all day today in Buffalo. 4 games, as he said. He's lucky enough to see the Providence game. He's got UConn in there, Vermont. Just fantastic. That was so nice of him. I'm a big John Fanta fan. I was already. He does a great job play-by-play and all that, and just a good college basketball ambassador. But, God, now I'm even a bigger fan. Thank you, John Fanta. I appreciate the time today, giving us our little March Madness preview show. What else do we need to talk about? Oh, one thing I have forgotten to mention here this whole time. I gave you my picks. I got the John Fanta thing. One thing I really forgot to do was wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. How about that? Stay safe out there. It's Thursday. It's basketball madness. There's a lot of partying, I know. Get an Uber, get a Lyft if you're out. I know I got a lot of family in town doing fun things. So everybody be safe out there. Every year we get those bad from the road St. Patrick's Day stories, especially this year. Everybody's coming out of the pandemic. I think I get this real sense that everybody wants to party hard. I won't be going too hard. I'm 35 now. Got to tone it down. Weeknight, school night still. But I get this sense here that everybody wants to really have a good time out of a pandemic. Do it. Enjoy yourself, but just be safe. And for the people that are, going out and are of that age, do not drink and drive. I'm serious. I work in a newsroom, and I've always worked the early shift. I used to work really early, and I remember that being some of the best advice that the old timers, and I mean that in the nicest way, they're great. I had some great mentors, but they used to tell me on the holidays, be careful on the road, because when you're driving in at that hour, you see there's some bad driving, and for whatever reason. And hopefully it's not the reason we're all suspecting, but there's always bad drivers out there, and there's always people doing the wrong thing. Be careful on the roads. Please be responsible. That is my call to you on this St. Patrick's Day. Not trying to be a green party pooper here as you drink your green beer and all that stuff, but I just want you to be responsible out there. We don't need any bad stories. I'm telling you, we hear them every year in the newsroom. That is not how I want to wake up on Friday morning and do a story about that. So be safe. Have fun. Be safe. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Enjoy the basketball. Big thank you to John Fanta. And hopefully my picks work out, huh? I would love my picks to work out. That's what I would like. Have a great day, everybody. Live at Drew's house, another edition. This has been fun. That was really cool. I liked that. I hope you did. Peace.